How is IIT Kharagpur M.Tech Mechanical? Placement कैसा होता होगा? How much CTC I can expect? What are the companies that visit IIT Kharagpur? How is the campus life? Do the IITians only study? वो कुछ और भी करते हैं या फिर नहीं? और भी means dance, sports. तुम लोगों ने क्या सोचा? I know you are very good boys and girls, not like me. What are the food habits? Because they are Bengali, do they only survive dal, chawal, rice, or fish? So all these questions, campus life, placement, sports, co-curriculum, I will cover all those things in this video. You will hear from someone who is currently doing M.Tech from IIT Kharagpur and who has completed 1 year of his M.Tech. So without any further delay, let me start. First of all, thank you so much for helping me to reach a milestone like 2000 subscribers. I know it is not a very big deal, but for me, like a very noob YouTuber, it is a lot. Now, for this, I have something for you. I have scheduled a Q&A session in which I will only address your personal, your specific academic doubts, and also I will make a Q&A video in which I will not only answer only the academic doubts, but you can ask me anything, you can comment on me, good or bad. I will shout out your name. So please post those questions in the Google Forms given in the link below. Now let me start with the point of today's video. So I have divided this video into 3 parts. In the starters, you are getting the most important thing, that is your job. About the placements I will talk. In the main course, the boring thing has given, that is the academics. But having said that it is boring, it is as much as important for both of them who are opting for placements and who are opting for higher studies. And in the dessert, I will give you the spiciest as well as the sweetest thing, the campus life of IIT Kharagpur and the food habits and the hostel life. Now let me start with the placement scenario. Now, firstly, let me tell you that you should reframe your question. So you should not ask that what is the average placement package for IIT M.Tech Mechanical Kharagpur only. You should ask for IIT M.Tech Mechanical, not only Kharagpur. Because if you search through the internet, you will not find that the average placement package for IIT Kharagpur is here, maybe at 10 LPA, and the same for IIT Kanpur is here at 30 LPA. That will not happen. The extreme values may vary, like the highest package in IIT Kanpur may be 30 LPA. But at a particular year, you can find that the highest package is 22 LPA for IIT Kharagpur. Then you can say there is a 8 LPA gap, but that is for the highest package. The average package for any branch, for any specialization, for any particular degree will be at level for all the good institutions. At least for the first 7 IITs, you can have a level average CTC. Now let me talk about that level average CTC. So you can expect something from 6 to 7 LPA to 20 to 25 LPA, or even at max 30 LPA, but that is also the rarest of the rare. Okay, I mean, there is a very rare situation in which any company will offer you that much high CTC. So you can expect in average 10 to 15 LPA. Okay, or maybe I should say 8 to 12 LPA. And actually these things, this average CTC can vary according to the economic scenario of the country. But this will vary in a same manner for all the IITs. You don't have to worry about that IIT Kharagpur mein kya hoga, IIT Bombay mein kya hoga. Yes, there is a particular thing that people have the concept in mind that IIT Madras, IIT Bombay, IISc Bangalore, these are big names. So people join them because of the reputations. Okay, and there is nothing wrong in that. Okay, and if you talk about the companies which visit in IIT Kharagpur, it has a vast range, starting from yes, Mercedes. I mean, Mercedes has also come previously for their recruitment. So starting from Mercedes, up to the GE and companies like Eaton, which work in the back end mainly, all these companies visit IIT Kharagpur for their recruitment. And you can have also companies like Bajaj, Maruti, Mahindra. Okay, so all these companies are there. Now, having said that, अगर पैसों की बात हो ही रही है, so I know that you already know this, that you will get a stipend of 12.4K. But there are some particular criteria based on which you will be given that particular stipend. These are the numbers I have talked about. Now, if you are someone who is thinking about a very comfortable job, okay, then maybe corporate is not the answer, or maybe corporate is the answer, because there are so many factors. Okay, I have heard about some companies which have a very good work-life balance. I have also heard about some companies which pay a very high CTC, but at the same time, there is no work-life balance. You have to work like nothing. Okay, now in IIT, you are competing with the BTechs. There are some companies, these are the harsh truths. There are some companies which only take from BTechs. Previously, I have heard that ISRO has also recruited from IIT Kharagpur, but ISRO has only taken from BTechs. Okay, but don't worry, all the companies that I have talked about, starting from GE, Airbus, Caterpillar, most of them allow M.Tech to sit for the placement. So this is the placement scenario. If you want a detailed view of IIT Kharagpur M.Tech, that how much CTC was offered in the previous year or the year before that, all the informations are available in the internet. Now let me go to the main course. तो पैसों की बात तो होगी, लेकिन if you have to sit for the placement, you have to maintain a particular CGPA which ranges from something like 7 to 8.5. Okay, most of the companies will give you something like 7 to 7.5, and some of the very good companies, they also set the CGPA criteria like this. For BTech it is 7, for MTech it is 8. Okay, so that means you have to maintain a good CGPA. Now, is that very easy or is that very hard? So I will not talk about something that is easy or hard, but if you are someone who has the habit of facing the same questions year by year, you have solved the POIQs, the previous year questions, and you have got the same questions in the examination, in the semester examination. If you have that habit, please, joining before IIT, just wipe out that habit from your brain. Okay, because here professors work really hard to set some new questions. At a particular examination for a particular subject, you will get at least 40% new questions. So please wipe out that mentality that if I don't attend the classes and if I don't study regularly, like what I used to do it during my BTech, I can easily pass the examination with a good CGPA just by solving the POIQs. That will not gonna happen here. You have to study hard. And for that, I strongly suggest you, those who are thinking of joining into any IIT, please start strengthening your fundamentals. Gate examination is not ensuring that. I am again telling it. Gate does not ensure that you have a great fundamental. Unfortunately, it is true, because there are some questions in which if you know the formula, then it is okay. But in IIT, they will not ask you that if this is given, then what is this? No, you have to derive from the basic. You have to know everything from the fundamentals. There are some situations in which a particular formula is not valid, and they will give that situation in which you have to derive your own formula by your own from the scratch. So develop that mentality. So how can you know that if you have a great fundamental or not? The answer is the subjective questions from the books like Senjel Sinbala, the books like S.K. Shom. So pick up any good book and solve lengthy questions, solve subjective questions. If you can do that, easily, then you can know that I have a strong fundamental. So you have to have a strong fundamental if you want to survive in IIT. Now, talking about the academic scenario, I have to talk about the semester time. In my university, in my B.Tech university, that was JU, Jadavpur University, I was having a large time for each of the semesters. But that is not the case in IIT Kharagpur. You will not even feel, and within a blink of eye, the semester will pass. देखते like you will be gossiping with your friend that okay, let's go for this party tonight, let's go for that restaurant tonight, and within a matter of 1 or maybe 1.5 week you have to appear for a class test, and within a matter of maybe 1 month or max to max 1.5 month you have to appear for your midsems, and the level of the questions are really very good. They will check your fundamental. So you should take a note of all these points, because I want you to develop this mentality that I have to study the fundamentals, I have to study regularly, I have to solve the assignments, and there is very less amount of time. Now, honestly, if you don't study beforehand, okay, before joining the IIT, then the scenario can be like this, that you are not getting time to do any other thing. Okay, if you are someone who wants to score a very high CGPA, these are actually harsh truths. I am not someone who is supporting this from my entire heart, but still, these are harsh truths that you need to know before joining IIT. Now, I will be talking about the attendance. That is also a part of academics. So, attendance is very strict at IIT Kharagpur. I have already I have already talked about the 12.4K per month stipend. You will get that stipend only if you put your attendance. And in mechanical engineering department, you will have to put your fingerprint. Yes, biometric attendance is there. So you are supposed to get 400 rupees per day based on your per day attendance. Other than that, professors can actually deregister you from a particular course if your attendance is below from a threshold level. Now that depends on that particular teacher, if he or she will deregister you or not. But you have to identify that which professors are that much strict, and you have to maintain that much attendance. But don't attend the class just for the attendance. In my this video, I have talked how to understand your college dynamics to do good into your semester examinations. And I have also talked that why I used to attend all the classes. Be it a useless class, still I will attend it, because I knew that IIT Kharagpur or even my previous university, Jadavpur University, the questions will only come from what the professor has taught in the class. So I knew it. That is why I used to attend all the classes, not just for my attendance. I used to attend all the classes because of the semester examinations. You need to find tricks and tips which will help you to crack the semesters. Okay, there are some subjects in which 70% PYQ will come. There are some subjects in which almost 0% PYQ will come. So the approaches will be different. You have to consult to your seniors to understand your college dynamics. Further, academics here in M.Tech will also contain something called MTP, M.Tech project or M.Tech thesis. Now this is a bit different from your B.Tech thing. In B.Tech, you are supposed to do your B.Tech project along with your course. But in your M.Tech project, in the second year, you have to do only that project along with the duty of teaching assistantship. In that scenario, people think like, okay, तब तो बहुत अच्छा है, मेरे पास बहुत time है. But believe me, doing a good project, generating some good results is not that much easy. And you have to present that result in front of a panel of teachers. So you have to have that mentality that things are not gonna be that much easy. I cannot bypass all the things. So now let me switch from the academics part to the hostel life. So this is the dessert part, and here I will talk about the hostel life, the food, the campus life, the festivities, and all the things. Yes, academics are hard, but still you need to find those small refreshment to energize yourselves. You have to make new friends, and that is not very much hard here. Okay, you will be getting very good friends from BTech also. Don't have that mentality that they have cracked JE advanced, so I am too much inferior to them, or I will not talk to them. No, they are very good here. I have very good friends from IIT Kharagpur BTech. Okay, and also from dual degree. So try to connect with them. They can help you with many of the things. So now let me jump to the hostel life. So first of all, if you are someone who has the habit of sleeping at night in a 18 degree Celsius temperature, so my friend, please put off the AC. Start building the habit of sleeping at night without AC. Okay, no matter how much heat is there, because in IIT Kharagpur, so IIT Kharagpur is the oldest IIT and the first IIT of the country. You will get some halls which are almost 50 to 60 years old, and only two halls in IIT Kharagpur which were built just 1 year ago or 2 years ago, one for boys and one for girls. So those are having centralized AC. Other than that, no hall is having centralized AC. So, my friend, you have to bear the unbearable heat. You have to bear the unbearable heat of summer at IIT Kharagpur. You can buy a stand fan, you can buy a cooler, that is totally fine. But you can't afford that much luxury to have an AC. And having said that, you can't complain that I need my own room, that too a very big room. No. Here, this room is my room actually. This room, so I am sharing this room with my roommate, and there is barely sufficient place to walk. Okay. But still, I am not saying that you will have that much uncomfortableness. Okay. You have to build that mentality. Okay. If you expect that much luxury, please don't do that, then your heart will be broken. So you will get a small room here with only one fan. Okay, and if you are sharing your room with three persons, that can also be the case. In that case, you will get, I think, more than one fan. You will get one desk, and also in my hall only there are bathrooms attached with the room attached, so two rooms are sharing one bathroom, so four persons are sharing one bathroom. But in the other halls there are common bathroom for one block. So these are the scenario, and sweepers come to clean bathrooms and room per week. So these are the hostel room scenarios. Now let me talk about the mess. Mess is really a mess for most of the people. Now, I spent my schooling in a boarding school, so that is why I don't have that much complaint regarding the food taste. But I have heard the complaints from 90 to 99% of the people that the taste of the mess food is not good. Okay, so again, keep your hope under the limits. So you will have varieties of food. You don't have to survive only on the machli. You will have veg and non-veg options, but still you may have to compromise on your taste. That is the thing. If you are someone who is willing to pay a bit more money, then you have a lot of options inside the campus only. There are a lot of restaurants starting from CCD to McDonald's. All the things are there where you can find a lot of food options. Okay, so if you are someone who can spend some money for your taste buds, then you can always go for that. So this is the food scenario. So now let me go to the festives. Yes, I have heard that people are saying that IIT Kharagpur is a campus that is far from any city. Kolkata is the nearest city from IIT Kharagpur, and that is at a distance of 116 kilometers from the campus. So if you are someone who cannot live without a big mall and without a big bar or without a city life, then I will suggest you that you don't come to IIT Kharagpur. If you can, then you choose any other IIT which is nearer to a big city. So, having said that, IIT Kharagpur has a lot of festivities throughout the year. So, there are peoples from all over the country. There are so many cultures, and peoples or students belonging from a particular culture, they organize programs, and those programs include the particular dance, maybe singing or any other performances which are specific to their culture. They also offer food. So all these things, for example, the Rajasthani students, they organize, I think, something called Malhar, okay, and the Gujarati students, they organize Garba night, okay. So those are actually fun, and throughout the year you will be having so many festivities like that. There are food festivals. Yes, if you are Bengali, there is Bengali food festival. If you are Gujarati, then there is Gujarati food festival. So there is so much fun. And if you can afford to make a boyfriend or girlfriend, so then for you there is prom night. Yes, IITians do all the things that you can think about other than study or job, okay. So you can get all the spices and all the things in the campus, okay. But that is up to you. You have to make that thing, right? I think you are getting me. Now, if you are a sports person, then there are so many sports events. The Sports Fest Shaurya is there, in which colleges other than IITs also take part in this fest, and you can show your talent. There is inter-IIT meets, in which there are all the events like football, cricket, and all the things. There is something called GC, in which you have to play for your hall. Hall is something where you will stay, okay. So here we call it halls. So GC is the competitions between the halls. There is football, cricket, and all, okay. And you just take a name of a game, and that game you can play here. Now talking about the co-curriculum, again you just name any of the things like singing हो गया, dancing, anything. I mean, मुझे भी उतना नहीं पता कि क्या क्या होता है, लेकिन all the things are available here. There are singing classes, there are so many things, okay. And in GC, so GC, the general championship, is not only for sports, okay. You can compete in the other fields also. If you are good in singing, if you are good in drawing, chess, all the things, okay. So you will not feel any lack of opportunity to show your talent. And I should say that you will be confused that okay, मुझे तो इतना सब कुछ आता है, तो फिर मैं क्या करूं, क्योंकि there are so many opportunities, but there are not so many, I mean, there are not so many hours, okay. Lack of time is there, but there is not lack of opportunity. There is a Olympic size swimming pool if you are a good swimmer, or if you want to learn swimming, there is a very good gymnasium facility. So all these things are there. And lastly, I will talk about the biggest fest or biggest festival in IIT Kharagpur, that is the Spring Fest. You can search in the YouTube only, that Spring Fest of IIT Kharagpur. There is a particular video also. So those 3 days, students forget everything, their classes, their assignments, that strict teacher who has, I mean, said anything to them. Yes, there are teachers who will be very harsh, and those teachers are at every colleges. Nevertheless, I was talking about the Spring Fest. So celebrities come and they perform. So in last year, I was having my first experience of the Spring Fest, and I can remember Muhammad Irfan was there, Salim Sulaiman was there, one more celebrity was there who was performing. And there is Shiti's also, the Tech Fest. In that also celebrities come to perform. And throughout the year, there are so many performances from so many celebrities. Okay, starting from very famous YouTubers to Bollywood actor actresses. Okay, so they come at IIT Kharagpur to perform. So there is no lack of spices in your life to include in IIT Kharagpur. So you can come into IIT Kharagpur to enjoy your life also. What I will say you that if you want to do something, Something means really something. If you want to do something, that can be anything, you can get the opportunity in this campus. But if you are someone that you cannot tolerate or you cannot bear to stay away from shopping malls and all those things, then IIT Kharagpur is not for you. So in this video, I think I have covered all the essential things which are required for someone who is thinking of joining IIT Kharagpur M.Tech Mechanical. Still, if you have any question, put that in the comment. I will surely answer that. And just one more thing before leaving, I have been selected as scientist in Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, and I want to celebrate that with you also. Thank you all for your love and support, and I will surely make a video regarding the interview experience in DRDO. It was a 50-minute interview, and there's a lot to learn from my story. And I will share you the whole story in the YouTube. So there is already an interview story of IISc Bangalore. So I have also appeared in IISc Bangalore, but I haven't joined that. But what the hell? Why someone who has been selected in IISc Bangalore has not joined the particular institution? To know that, click on this video. I will meet you there. Until that, goodbye, take care, and thank you.